Let's talk about acute cases as well as opening our drainage pathways. We're probably all aware of these incidents that have occurred around the country involving chemical accidents. When you have something like that, where it's a really acute situation, we can utilize our survival tactics. The first one that we might utilize is flee, getting out of there. Sometimes the best thing to do when there has been an acute exposure is to remove yourself. Maybe you just find out heavy metals and chemicals have shown up on your frequency testing or your lab testing.
With lab work or with cases that are not an emergency, we can use tools that help to open up our drainage and detox pathways.
We come in contact with heavy metals and chemicals every single day. It is important that we choose in our home and our environment the most natural products that we can, whether that's body products, skincare, makeup, candles, essential oils, cleaning products, things that we use on our yard, or things that we have in our garage.
There's no need to try to be 100% non-toxic, simply using natural products when you can. Heavy metals may show up in our lab testing, and we may wonder, where am I getting them from? However, if we eat any food that is grown in the earth, it is going to contain the elements from the earth, and that includes heavy metals. Whether that food is chocolate, seafood, grains, greens, meat, it's going to contain heavy metals. We can't 100% reduce our exposure to heavy metals because it's actually natural for the plants. They clean the environment of heavy metals. There are various media campaigns that attempt to demonize seafood, chocolate, red meat, and even coffee, but their main goal is to dumb us down.
Foods that we need for our brain, we need DHA, we need omega-3, we need cholesterol, we need minerals, we need B vitamins. In one sense, they're trying to demonize these foods and tell you, oh yeah, the seafood is high in heavy metals, or the chocolate is high in heavy metals. They get people scared and they put you on this agenda of plant-based. Well, the more plant-based that someone eats, they're still going to be getting heavy metals. We have to take that into consideration. They kind of weaponize information. I'm going to talk in the second video how we're going to counteract the heavy metals in the food.
Our system was beautifully designed with a hierarchy of how we can both absorb nutrients and also detox any heavy metals or chemicals we come in contact with. I share this information in my PrEP protocol, which is in my 8-week ecology change course. During that course, I lead you through a PrEP, opening the drainage pathways, and an actual cleanse.
When we talk about drainage pathways and when we talk about detox, the first thing we want to address is the gut. The quickest, fastest, easiest way to do that is any kind of enema. A saltwater enema, a coffee enema, an herbal enema. I wrote about them in my book around since ancient Egypt. They're even used in cancer treatment centers. The Gerson protocol will have you use a coffee enema every single day.
If you decide to incorporate enemas into your drainage routine, it's important to include electrolytes, either a ready-made powder such as Ultima Electrolyte, or by making up an adrenal cocktail. The next step in drainage is the skin. Especially when we sweat, it's a major drainage pathway for heavy metals and chemicals. The fastest way to open the skin drainage pathway is to utilize an infrared sauna. Getting outside in the sunlight, sweating, and exercising is certainly incredible for opening the skin drainage pathway. However, you might be in the middle of winter and not have access to enough sunlight, and this is where the benefit of the sauna comes into play. If you're just getting started with the sauna, always start out low and slow, and don't forget to include electrolytes.
Then we get to our kidneys, and I love to utilize kidney tea. This is Andre Moritz's kidney tea, and I'll put the recipe below, but you drink the tea and it opens up the kidney drainage pathway. Then we want to get to our lymphatic system.
Especially on the internet, you will see a push for lymphatic tinctures, drops, and creams. There is information about dry brushing and rebounding as well, but the absolute best tool to supporting the lymphatic system is walking. In certain acute situations, rebounding, dry brushing, and even T-tap can be beneficial. However, walking is the best.
And that will support just getting that lymphatic system, getting everything moving and flowing. So then let's go down to gallbladder and liver.
A castor oil pack supports the movement of fluids. This can be very beneficial to the liver ducts, and it can also help with any gallbladder spasms. They can also be used for any kind of pain, swelling, or to reduce inflammation. Binders and supplements. I believe it's important to know which binder you test well for.
Working with clients, for some people, a great binder for them, activated charcoal. Some people, it's bentonite clay. For some people, wormwood, Spanish black radish, cloves, black walnut, milk thistle, and beets. So it doesn't just have to be charcoal or clay. Maybe your binder is more a plant that supports liver detox.
Binders can be taken if you discover you've had a recent exposure to a heavy metal or chemical. They can also be taken if you discover heavy metals on lab work. A typical dose with a binder is 1 capsule per day away from food for 30 days. If you're sensitive, you can take a binder every other day or even once a week. To summarize, there may be certain situations where it's better to remove yourself from a toxic situation, and other times it's better to simply focus on opening the drainage pathways.
Thank you guys for watching. Any questions on drainage, post them below and I will get back to you.